Welcome back to the channel. If you enjoy coin collecting or love discovering rare coins hiding in everyday change, you're in the right place. Today, we're counting down the top 3 rare United States of America Monticello 5-cent coins, also known as Jefferson Nickels, focusing on mint marks, condition, and special details that make these coins valuable. So grab your nickels, get comfortable, and let's get started. First up, the United States of America Monticello 5-cent coin from the year 1962. This Jefferson nickel carries the D mint mark and is shown here in very fine condition, making it a great example for both beginners and experienced collectors. The Jefferson Nickel series began in 1938 and has remained one of the most recognizable coin designs in U.S. history. The 1962 issue comes from a period when coins were still being widely used in everyday transactions, giving this piece real historical value. The D Mint mark on this coin tells us that it was struck at the Denver Mint. During the early 1960s, the Denver Mint produced high-quality coins that were distributed across the country for circulation. This particular coin is in very fine condition, which means it shows light to moderate wear from use but still retains most of its original design details. Very fine coins are often preferred because they balance clarity and history. On the obverse, the portrait of Thomas Jefferson stands out clearly. His facial features, including the eye, nose, and jawline, are still sharp, with only light where visible on the hair and cheek areas. The word Liberty appears clearly on the right side of Jefferson's portrait and remains fully readable. This shows that the coin has not suffered heavy wear over time. The date, 1962, is bold and easy to see, clearly marking this coin's place in the Jefferson Nickel timeline. Dates are often one of the first details to fade, so strong visibility adds to the coin's appeal. The motto "In God We Trust" runs along the left side of the obverse and remains well defined, showing that this coin was carefully struck and moderately circulated. When we turn the coin over, we see the famous Monticello building, Thomas Jefferson's historic home in Virginia. This reverse design is what gives the Jefferson nickel its popular nickname. In very fine condition, Monticello's architectural details such as the columns, steps, and roofline remain visible and attractive. These details add depth and character to the coin. The inscription Monticello appears clearly above the building, showing minimal wear and good definition. Below Monticello, the denomination 5 cents is strong and readable, which is important for identifying the coin at a glance. The words United States of America curve smoothly along the bottom of the reverse and remain clear despite years of circulation. The D Mint mark on the reverse confirms once again that this coin was produced at the Denver Mint, an important detail for collectors who focus on mint variations. This 1962 Jefferson nickel is made of a copper-nickel alloy, giving it a durable structure and a classic silver-gray color that ages well over time. In very fine condition, the coin may show light scratches or contact marks, but there is no heavy damage or deep wear visible. Coins from the early 1960s are especially interesting because they were minted just before major changes in U.S. coinage history and metal composition. Collectors enjoy Jefferson nickels because they are affordable, easy to collect, and rich in historical meaning. The 1962 D nickel is not rare, but finding one in very fine condition adds extra value and visual appeal. Many of these coins were used daily in American life, making well-preserved examples more desirable today. For new collectors, this coin is an excellent way to learn about grading, mint marks, and classic U.S. designs. For advanced collectors, it fills an important slot in a complete Jefferson nickel collection. Each circulated coin carries a story, and this nickel reflects the everyday transactions of the early 1960s. The Monticello design also reminds us of Thomas Jefferson's legacy as a president, architect, and visionary thinker. Holding this coin connects us directly to American history and daily life from over 60 years ago. As we come to the end of today's video, the United States of America Monticello 5 cents 1962 coin with D Mint mark stands as a beautiful and meaningful collectible. In very fine condition, it continues to attract attention, appreciation, and respect from coin collectors around the world. Next up, the United States of America Monticello 5 cents coin from the year 1981, featuring the P Mint mark and shown here in circulated condition. The Jefferson nickel is one of the most familiar and long-running coin designs in U.S. history, first introduced in 1938 and used for many decades in everyday transactions. The year 1981 falls within a period when Jefferson nickels were widely used in daily commerce, making circulated examples like this very common but historically meaningful. The P Mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During the early 1980s, the Philadelphia Mint began placing mint marks on nickels for the first time. This makes the 1981 P Jefferson Nickel especially interesting, as it belongs to the early group of nickels to carry the P Mint mark. This coin is in circulated condition, meaning it shows visible signs of use such as light wear, small scratches, and contact marks from years of handling. On the obverse, we see the familiar left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. In circulated condition, whereas typically noticeable on Jefferson's hair, cheek, and jawline, but his facial features remain clear and recognizable. The word "Liberty" appears on the right side of the obverse and remains readable despite circulation wear. The date, 1981, is clearly visible and helps identify this coin's place in the Jefferson Nickel timeline. The motto "In God We Trust" runs along the left side of Jefferson's portrait and is generally legible even on circulated examples. Turning the coin over, we see the Monticello building, Jefferson's historic home located in Virginia. In circulated condition, Monticello's overall shape remains strong, though fine details in the steps and columns may appear softer. The word "Monticello" is clearly visible above the building, maintaining good readability. Below Monticello, the denomination 5 cents stands out clearly and is easy to identify. The inscription "United States of America" curves along the bottom of the reverse and frames the design nicely. The P Mint mark appears on the reverse, confirming this coin's production at the Philadelphia Mint. The 1981 Jefferson Nickel is made of a copper-nickel alloy, which gives it a durable structure and silver-gray color. Circulated coins from this period often develop darker toning or surface marks that reflect years of everyday use. Because nickels were heavily used, many 1981 examples show honest wear rather than sharp, uncirculated details. Collectors often appreciate circulated Jefferson nickels because they represent real American pocket change history. The 1981 P nickel is not rare, but it is an important coin for completing date and mint mark sets. For beginner collectors, this coin is a great learning piece for understanding mint marks and grading. For experienced collectors, it holds value as part of a complete Jefferson nickel collection. Each circulated coin tells a story, and this nickel reflects daily life in the United States during the early 1980s. As we wrap up today's video, the United States of America Monticello 5 cents 1981 coin with P Mint mark stands as a solid example of modern U.S. coinage. Even in circulated condition, it remains a meaningful and collectible piece of American history. Next up, the United States of America Monticello 5 cents coin from the year 1978. This coin is part of the long-running Jefferson Nickel series, a design that has been an essential part of American pocket change for decades. The 1978 Jefferson Nickel was struck without a mint mark, which means it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Philadelphia minted nickels from this period were made in large numbers to meet everyday circulation needs across the country. This particular coin is in circulated condition, showing clear signs of use from daily transactions over the years. Circulated condition gives the coin a natural worn appearance that reflects its real journey through American hands. On the obverse, we see the left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. Even with circulation wear, Jefferson's facial outline remains clear, with light smoothing on the cheek and hair. The word "Liberty" is visible on the right side of the obverse and remains readable despite wear. The date, 1978, appears clearly next to the portrait, confirming the coin's year of issue. The motto "In God We Trust" runs along the left side of the obverse and is still legible in circulated condition. Turning the coin over, the reverse features the iconic Monticello building, Jefferson's historic home in Virginia. In circulated condition, Monticello's main shape remains visible, though finer architectural details may be softened. The word "Monticello" above the building can still be read, even with surface wear. Below the building, the denomination 5 cents is bold and usually one of the clearest elements. The inscription "United States of America" curves along the bottom of the reverse and frames the design. Because there is no mint mark, this coin clearly represents Philadelphia production. The 1978 Jefferson Nickel is composed of a copper-nickel alloy, giving it a durable structure and silver-gray color. Over time, circulated coins may develop darker toning, small scratches, and contact marks. Coins from the late 1970s were heavily used, making circulated examples very common today. Collectors often appreciate circulated nickels because they show authentic wear and history. While the 1978 Jefferson nickel is not rare, it plays an important role in completing date sets. It also represents a period just before design and minting changes in the 1980s. For beginners, this coin is an excellent way to learn about mint marks and coin grading. For experienced collectors, it remains a standard and necessary part of a Jefferson nickel collection. Each circulated coin tells a small story of everyday American life and commerce. The Monticello design continues to honor Thomas Jefferson's legacy as a leader and architect. As we wrap up today's video, the United States of America Monticello 5 cents 1978 coin without mint mark stands as a timeless example of U.S. circulation coinage. Even in circulated condition, it remains a meaningful and collectible piece of American history.